Good evening, everybody. I just wanted to get my workout a little bit. Now you say, hey, Sean, you're not working out late at night. Well, no, I'm not physically working out late at night, but just as much as you pack on muscle or lose weight or do whatever to stay in shape, you got to work out this word sometimes. So I want to tell you the benefits of working out. Okay, so we all know that when you get saved, that we're all the salt and the light. And I said this before, but salt, what it does is preserves. Okay, and light gets rid of the darkness. So when you accept Jesus in your life, you are the salt and you're the light. Well, you say, Brown, I got to be perfect. No, nobody's perfect, but we're all a work in progress. So how do we be the salt and light? Well, it says right here in Matthew, get it here, Matthew chapter 5, it talks about being blessed and about being the salt and the light of the earth. So a salt, what it does is preserves, it gives flavor. So what God wants us to do is, to this dark world, to this depressed world, this world of COVID and everything that's going on, he wants us to be the light. He wants us to be the flavor. I don't know if you ever had some meat that was bland. I know I like a good steak, or I like, beef, hamburgers, or whatever it may be. But you like some seasoning on that. So otherwise, it's bland. Being a Christian is not bland, and I want to put this out there too. Being a Christian doesn't make you a sucker either. But what it does, being a Christian, it helps in dark situations. Helps people to have joy, because the joy of the Lord is strength. Not this world, not cars, not all that. All this possession stuff is just temporary. But when you really have a relationship with Jesus, he makes you happy. So right here it says in Matthew chapter 5 verse 13, it says, let me tell you why you are here. Okay, you're here to be salt seasoning that brings out the God flavors of this earth. Okay, and it says, if you lose your saltiness, how will people taste godliness? Okay, and then it goes on to say, you lost your usefulness and will end up in the garbage. So and I'm going to read a little bit more. It says, here's another way to put it. You're here to be the light, bringing out God colors in this world. God is not a secret to be kept. Jesus is not a secret to be kept. It says we're going public with this, as a city on a hill. If I make you light bearers, you don't think I'm going to hide you under a blanket or a bucket, do you? I'm putting you on a light stand. And then it goes on to say, now that I put you there on a hilltop or a light stand, it says shine. So we are to shine. We are to be that salt. We're able to be that flavor. Kind of, if you have that good steak, you're going to tell somebody about it. Or if you experience something that you really love, you're going to tell somebody about it. So I want to leave you with this. You should tell somebody about Jesus. And how do you tell them? Sometimes you straight up say, do you know Jesus? Sometimes the talent that God gives you, you shine your light through that. Okay? And people notice that something's different about you. And then they ask you, why are you different? What makes you different out there? Well, I'm going to tell you what makes you different. Jesus makes you different. Now let me tell you some of the benefits that you get. In verse 8, chapter 5, it says, you're blessed when you get it says when you're blessed when you get your inside world, your mind and heart put right. So when the inside, some people say, well, if I dress myself up, I do this, I'm not hurting anybody, I'm not doing anything. But look, okay, there's the physical body, but there's the eternal body. Okay, like I said, you're getting your workout on the outside, but what's your inside look like? Where you gonna spend that eternity? Who are you influencing? Because you are a leader. Okay, you are a leader. So it says you're blessed when you get your inside world, your mind, your heart put right. Then you can see God in the outside world. So once you get the inside, so whatever is in you will come out of you. So what's in you today? Do you have Jesus inside of you? Is he sitting on the seat, or you put him on the seat when you get ready? It says also you're blessed when you can show people how to cooperate instead of compete or fight. See, we are not competers. We're completers. In Jesus, we're completing them by getting them saved, because there's benefits of that. All right? And it says that when you discover who you really are, your place is in God's family. It also says you're blessed when your commitment to God provokes persecution. The persecution drives you even deeper into God's kingdom. So sometimes you go through some things because God's trying to get you where you need to be. All right? Sometimes he's trying to give you promotions. He's trying to get you, you may have compromised or settled with this, but God has the best for you. He's got the whole world in his hand. Now imagine how big the world is. So you imagine all of this stuff is micron. And if he made the world, why not ask the maker? The maker knows it all. Okay? So it says not only that count yourselves blessed every time people put you down or throw you out or speak lies about you or discredit me. What it means is that the truth is too close for comfort and they are uncomfortable. You can be glad when that happens. Give cheer even, for though they don't like it, I do. So only what you do for Christ lasts. And guess what? You say, hey, I be trying to get people saved, but sometimes they don't get it right away. Well, you know what? You're a farmer. You're a fisher of men. We got some people out there that like fishing. Okay? So what God uses you to do, he uses you as, I want to say, as bait, because you become flavorful. You shake that salt. You become that light. You brighten their day. And then that bait of showing Jesus through you causes them to get saved and causes them to spend the rest of their eternity in heaven with Jesus instead of hell. Okay? So I just wanted to share that with you tonight. So be that salt, be that light, and help people get in the kingdom. Again, how do I do that? You can straight up ask them, do you know Jesus? You can also use what God has given you as a talent. And then you can use agape love to win somebody over to Jesus. So, what are you doing? What legacy are you going to leave? What legacy are you leaving now? Because remember what I said in the previous things that I came on Facebook and said, you're either a positive leader or a negative leader. Which one do you want to be? So have a blessed evening, and I'll see you at the top. And get your workout on, not just on the outside, but on the inside.